This story starts with a man named Delrigo who has been searching for a girl named Katia for many years. Katia is the daughter of a well-known scientist named Peter Litvanko. Many years ago, Peter did an experiment on humans and modified their DNA to make them superhuman. These superhumans were called Hitman agents, and each agent was given a special number like Agent 01, Agent 02, Agent 03, and so on. These agents were much better than any common man because they neither had any feelings nor did they feel any pain. Moreover, their brain was 100 times faster than any common man. But all this didn't last for long because the government soon found out about this experiment. Now, out of fear of getting caught, Peter stopped this experiment and left the country overnight. Now, 25 years have passed, and now after 25 years, a medical company named Syndicate decided to start this experiment again. But soon they realized that it was impossible to do this without Dr. Peter. So, the owner of Syndicate contacted a man named Delrigo and asked him to find Dr. Peter. But when Delrigo didn't find Peter after many attempts, he left him and went after his daughter Katia, because he was sure that Katia could help him find Peter. Now, after years of hard work, Delrigo founded Katia, which was in a small city in Germany. But before he could give this information to the owner of the Syndicate, someone hacked his computer and attacked his secret base. Seeing this, Delrigo's bodyguards came into action and took him to a safe house in a car. But they didn't know that someone was tracking every movement of their car. Now they could understand that there was an explosion and 2 of their cars were blown up. Seeing this, the bodyguards changed their route, saved Delrigo, and took him to a safe house. As soon as he reached the safe house, Delrigo ran straight to the control room so that he could find out about the situation. But when he came inside, he saw that someone had killed both his guards. He was able to think that his other guards were also killed, and then he saw a man sitting in the room. This man was a Hitman agent named Agent 47. Here 47 asked him about Katia, but Delrigo refused to tell him anything. But when 47 threatened to kill him, Delrigo got scared and told him everything. Now, as soon as Katia's location was found, 47 made a blast in the room and killed Delrigo. Here the owner of the Syndicate company also got to know that Katia is in Germany. And so he sent his special man to Germany so that he could kidnap Katia and bring her back to him. On the other hand, we see Katia, who was trying to find her father, Dr. Peter, in a library in Germany. Now, people all over the world were looking for Katia so that she could bring them to Peter. But the truth is that Katia herself doesn't know anything about Peter. Katia remembers Peter's face, but she doesn't even know that she is his daughter. She has some old memories of Peter and a blurry picture of him, and apart from this picture, she doesn't know anyone else in this world. However, Katia is not an ordinary girl because Peter has made some changes in her DNA, which is why Katia has some unique powers. Her brain can sense such things and things which is impossible for any normal person. In simple words, Katia has the powers of telekinesis, which allows her to sense things around her and can touch anything to guess its past and future. Now 47 also reached Germany and put Katia's photo in the database and got her full horoscope. Now, as soon as she got Katia's address, 47 packed all her stuff and left for her house. When Katia is sleeping, she senses danger around her. She sees 47 in her dream, who was coming towards her. She woke up and put some important stuff in her purse and ran out of the building window. When he reached room 47, he didn't find anyone there. But then he saw a map, and after reading it, he understood that he must have gone to the Katia railway station. Here at the station, Katia meets Syndicate agent John, who reaches out to help her. He was the same agent whom the owner of the Syndicate company had sent to kidnap Katia. Here John tells Katia that the man you are running away from won't leave you so easily. But if you want, I can save you from 47 and help you find the man you have been looking for so many years, Dr. Peter. But Katia couldn't say anything now that 47 reached there and started shooting blindly at them. Here John attacked 47 and they both were on the train track. They kept fighting for a long time, but then John saw the opportunity and tricked 47 and fled with Katia. They both got out of the station and started running away in a taxi. But they couldn't get out of the station, so 47 gave the driver a headshot and killed him. Now they got out of the car and started running. After walking for a while, when they turned around, 47 was still following them. Then John saw a US embassy and he got an idea. He took Katia outside the embassy and started firing his gun. Seeing this, US soldiers arrested them and took them inside the embassy. This was John's plan to go inside the US Embassy because he was sure that 47 wouldn't come inside this building. Here, an embassy officer started interrogating Katia, but then Katia got a sense that 47 had also entered the building. Here 47 entered the building with a big bag, and when guards scanned the bag, they found a sniper rifle and a lot of bullets. After that, 47 was arrested and brought to the interrogation room where a senior officer asked him the reason for coming there. But instead of saying anything, 47 threw his gun in the air, fired it, broke the handcuffs, and got released. After that, he killed both the guards, made the senior officer unconscious, and came out of the room. Here John also got to know about 47's arrival, so he broke the glass of the room and came out and left with Katia. After that, he stole the police car and started running away from 47. But unfortunately, 47 saw them and noted their car number. After that, he reached the embassy's roof, found the car, and shot it. Fortunately, 47's bullet hit Katia's hand and they both survived. The next day, John told Katia that Dr. Peter was none other than your father. Many years ago, he researched the human mind and did many experiments on them. But when the government got to know about this, they fled the country in fear of getting caught. And they left you behind too because your life was in danger. So he modified your mind and gave you the powers of telekinesis so you can live independently. Now, after hearing all this, Katia immediately took out her map and used her powers to find her father. Then she saw some flashes and immediately understood that her father was in which country. Here John asks Katia, what did you see in your flashes just now? But now Katia could tell him that she just entered room 47 and dropped all the bullets of his gun in his chest. Then he made Katia unconscious and picked her up on his shoulder and took her away. A few hours later, when Katia regained consciousness, she was tied to a chair and 47 was standing in front of her. Here 47 tells her that you don't have to be afraid of me. I have come to save you from the Syndicate people, not to kill you. Katia says that if you don't want to kill me, then why did you shoot me last night? On this 47 says that it was not a bullet but a GPS tracker, and with its help I was able to find you. After this, he grabs Katia's hair, and while doing so Katia looks at the glass of her day when her father runs to her doctor and runs away to where he had fucked her 47. After this, her father also fucked her because he was sure that Katia would survive based on her powers. Here 47 says that you are also an agent like me and your name is Agent 90, and that means you are 2 times more powerful. 47 started leaving from there and followed Katia with a big fan. Here I told Katia to remember her childhood training and save her life, but then she closed her eyes and tried a little. After that, she was freed from the ropes and came out of the room where he had been waiting for her. Came out of the room where 47 was waiting for him. Here 47 asked Katia about his father, but before he could say anything, the Syndicate people attacked him. Here Katia used her powers to tell 47 which guard of the Syndicate was coming from where, and according to this information, 47 killed everyone one by one. But then suddenly John Katia came in front of him, and seeing this Katia was completely shocked. Now, it is clear that John's whole body is made of titanium and therefore is immune to bullets. Here John and 47 fought, and this time John was hitting 47. He scolded 47 and dropped him on the ground and pointed his gun at him. Here Katia also picked up a gun and shot John in the window of the room behind him. There was a big fan in this room, and as soon as the glass broke, this big fan pulled many guards inside. However, John survived this time, fell to the ground, and passed out. After this, 47 and Katia came out of the building where Katia told them that her father was in Singapore. After this, they both ran towards the airport to catch the flight and reach Singapore as soon as possible. As soon as they came to their senses, John saw the map of Katia, and then his eyes went to Singapore, which Katia highlighted with a sticker. As soon as he saw this, he understood the whole story and called the chairman of the Syndicate and gave him the information. The chairman contacted Singapore's airport security and asked them to find 47 and Katia. Now when they reached Singapore, 47 stole a pilot's uniform and told Katia to meet him at the airport's main gate while avoiding security cameras. Katia did the same and reached outside the airport, avoiding all the cameras. After that, she got in the car and they left. Although Katia escaped from the airport's camera, but while leaving, a camera at the main gate captured her. Here 47 and Katia stay in a hotel where 47 sleeps with his gun in front of him. Here Katia also tried to sleep, but she was not able to sleep in the happiness of meeting her father. So she picked up 47's gun and started cleaning it. Here Syndicate people found out their location and attacked them the next morning. Now because Katia had kept 47's gun open, he had to kill these goons with his hands. Here 47 got very angry and gave the last warning to Katia that he should not touch his belongings. After this, they left the hotel and went to the place which Katia had seen with his own eyes. But before going there, 47 gave a knife to Katia so that he could protect himself when the time came. After years of waiting, when Katia saw his father, he started crying. Here Peter was happy to see his daughter, but he told Katia that you shouldn't have come here putting your life in danger. Katia asked him that you left me alone to die years ago, and why didn't you try to meet me after so many years? Peter says that I left you alone because your life was in danger too by being with me, and that's why I gave you the power of telekinesis so that you can live on your own. Now these two things are close. That's when 47 came in front of Peter. Here Peter thought that 47 might kill him, but Katia told him that 47 was with him and he didn't want to kill him. Now 47 says something. That's when he looks at the Syndicate guards. He sees them and kills them and starts leaving with Peter and Katia. But then John comes in front of them and stops them. Now here Peter tells them another way to get out of the building, and they all come out of the building. But as soon as they went a little further, the Syndicate guards attacked their car and stopped the car at a crossroad with the help of cables. Here 47 tried to free himself, but it was of no use. Finally, he got out of the car and one by one he kept killing these guards. But the number of guards was so high that they thought it was better to run away. Now while running, a bullet hit Peter's leg and he fell on the ground. 47 tried to help him, but Peter asked him to run away. Katia was not ready to help him, but now they had no other option. So 47 left with Katia, and people from the Syndicate captured Peter. Peter was taken to Syndicate's office where John tied him to a chair and asked him to make him a Hitman agent. But when Peter didn't say anything, John injected a chemical into his body. As soon as the injection was given, Peter felt a lot of pain and his heart rate increased. But he remained silent and refused to tell John the formula. On the other hand, 47 hacked the cameras of the building and started monitoring everything inside. Here he made a plan and called the fire brigade and gave them the false news that the Syndicate's office was on fire. After that, he used the speakers of the building and offered the chairman of the Syndicate that if you leave Peter, I will give you Katia in return. Katia is Peter's best agent, and you can get answers to all your questions by researching her. Now the chairman liked this idea and asked 47 to land on the helipad. But he didn't know that Katia was the only one in the helicopter. Instead of landing there, Katia put the helicopter directly in the building as a firefighter. Here Katia also came in her Hitman mode and kicked all the guards one by one. Seeing this, John and the other guards took the chairman to a safe room, but 47 was already there. She shot John as soon as she saw him, and here the fight started between the two. Now, since John was not getting hit by the bullets, 47 tied him with an electric wire and spent all the electricity of the building through his body. Finally, this plan worked and John's death was finalized. Now the company's chairman started running away with Peter and 47, and Katia started following him. Here guards tried to stop them, but they killed everyone one by one. But by the time they reached the top, the chairman had already left with Peter. Here chairman told Peter that he would come back soon and would find Katia and start this agent program again. Now Peter got very upset and decided to save his daughter. He took out a bomb from his pocket, which was a bomb. Peter said goodbye to Katia for the last time and pressed the button without thinking. As soon as he did this, there was a huge explosion in the helicopter, and along with the chairman, Peter was also killed. Now seeing this, Katia was completely broken because the father she had been looking for so many years got burnt in front of his eyes. Peter did this so that Katia's life could be saved and the Hitman project could not start again. Then 47's boss called him and ordered him to kill Katia to end this project. Now here it is clear that 47's real mission was to kill Peter, and he had put that pump in his pocket. However, 47 refused to kill Katia because he had promised Peter that he would protect Katia. So we threw our phones from the building, and with that, this wonderful movie came to an end.